Welcome to a whole new season of Universe Mode. That's not the music I was expecting to kick off this season, but we've got the return of Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. Now, I will address the whole reason we are here on Raw instead of NWA Power or NWA Stampede. We'll get into that as the match kicks off, but here tonight, Pete Dunne going to be opening Universe Mode, former Universal Champion. Definitely took a bit of a hit last season, struggled to keep up with some of the competition, but looking to make a statement here tonight with his best friend Tyler Bate. And making his return, he had a very short run last season during our NWA days, Andrade Cien Almas. Looking to make a huge statement here tonight. Now, last season we had Carmelo Hayes versus Austin Theory kicking off Universe Mode, and they put in one hell of a performance. It was a fantastic way to kickstart Universe Mode. Will Andrade and Pete Dunne live up to that? I think so far every single Universe Mode has one hell of a banger match on the opening show. Oh, and Pete Dunne not wasting any time there. Tyler Bate looks a little bit concerned that Pete Dunne just rushed to the ring to ambush Andrade. Andrade immediately turning the tables though on Pete Dunne despite getting blindsided by him there. But yeah, with the win from Ethan Page, who is now our world champion, we'll be hearing from him later on tonight. Ethan Page dethroned Will Ospreay, and as a result the NWA rights, everything has been completely abolished. Oh, good grief, I don't know what's going on there. Oh! We had a little bit of a camera change, and Andrade was in the way. Bit of a production error. Andrade getting the upper hand despite Pete Dunne going in for that early attack there in this introductory match. Andrade, one hell of a hard hitter, but anyway, as I was saying, Ethan Page dethroning Will Ospreay. It was a hell of a moment back at Alive and Kicking, and yeah, as a result WWE have completely abolished the NWA. We're moving back into the Raw and SmackDown side of things, and oh good grief, springboard from Pete Dunne. That means everything gets transferred over. All the championships get transferred over. We're now fully WWE branded. I don't know if it was Triple H's plan all along, but it worked. Andrade dodging out the way that Enziguri went for the drop kick, but Pete Dunne straight into it. Deadlift into the German suplex. Oh, these two now back and forth, trading blows in the corner there. Pete Dunne had backed Andrade into that bottom right corner, and Andrade now trying to fight out. Chopping back and forth. Oh, Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne stumbled slightly. Andrade trying to get the upper hand. Oh my days! And the nose! I think either the nose or the eye of Pete Dunne has just been obliterated by Andrade, who's now thigh slapping in the middle of the ring. Oh, and a tope! Pete Dunne is definitely bleeding. Pete Dunne is bleeding profusely from what looks like his right eye. Andrade top turnbuckle. Oh, and Pete Dunne caught him. Good grief. Oh my days, into the powerbomb, bridging cover one. Oh, and a quick kick out there from Andrade. Pete Dunne struggling to see out of his eye. Referee checked for a moment to make sure he's okay. Pete Dunne insisting that he can continue with this match. Quick elbow strike there from Andrade though to try and turn the tables. It'll be interesting to see. Oh, DDT. Interesting to see whether or not that does change further into this match, whether or not Pete Dunne has to back down a bit more because of the blood coming from his eye. Oh, Andrade now with a chop block. You can see the bruising on the back of Andrade. Oh, float over into the neck breaker, flattens the bruiserweight. Again, the bruiserweight has been trying his absolute hardest to elevate himself back to that Universal Championship position, that level of caliber that he was at just a few years ago when he headlined WrestleMania against Buddy Murphy. What a hell of a match. That was the night that he lost the Universal Championship. He didn't lose it for very long though, regaining it back before he lost it to Dunne. What an insane series of events that was, and now we are back on Raw, the land and brand that he used to completely dominate as Universal Champion. Oh, Andrade! Andrade with a hammerlock DDT! Plants down Pete Dunne. Dunne is on his back. 1, 2, and that is it. Andrade not going to let Pete Dunne get back to that level. Win over a former world champion. Big win there for Andrade Almas, who's come out of that extremely bruised. And here he is, the current WWE champion. All ego Ethan Page. He's got a microphone in hand. And what is he wearing? He's got a funeral picture on his t-shirt, and it's got the NWA logo on it. Ethan Page out here tonight to declare the death of the NWA. And being interrupted by Shawn Spears. We haven't seen Shawn Spears since his Ty Dillinger days interrupting Ethan Page to point out the fact that he's now in the WWE and there's a whole line of people backstage ready to face him. Ethan Page might be the world champion, but he's got one hell of a big target on his back now that he's taken out Will Ospreay. Ethan Page got no time for Shawn Spears. Completely blowing off Shawn Spears there. Ethan Page thinking he's above him. Shawn Spears attempting to make a statement there against the new WWE champion, All Ego Ethan Page. Ethan Page claimed multiple times on social media he's welcoming Will Ospreay to come and try and take that championship from him, but Will Ospreay radio silence. The Street Profits, the new WWE Tag Team Champions. They dethroned the Creed brothers, American made, at Alive and Kicking. Took away those NWA World Tag Team Championships. And now moving forward, the Street Profits looking to cement themselves at the top of the league. A returning tag team that were building themselves up last season, though they've undergone their own sort of rebranding. Humberto, now just calling himself Berto, and Angel Garza. These two no longer Los Lotharios, instead Los Garzas. They tried multiple times last season to claim the tag team championships, and they got close when facing the Creeds, but couldn't quite get there. Can they prove themselves here tonight against the new tag team champions, the Street Profits? In that brutal tag match between the Street Profits and American Made, we saw Angelo Dawkins really level up. It's going to be interesting to see if the Street Profits are still reeling from that match, because it was brutal. One hell of a way for American Made to lose those championships, and I'm sure that American Made are not finished with the Street Profits. They have renewed their contracts for this season of Universe Mode. Angel Garza quick to launch Dawkins into the corner to where Berto is, but Dawkins one step ahead. He said hell no. Oh, double feet to the face. He's got no choice in the matter. Garza went for something. Back suplex dumps down Garza. Now would be probably the most appropriate... Nope, not now. Now would be probably the most appropriate time to mention the changes in some of our championships and champions. Our mid-card Women's Championship is changing around slightly as Bianca Belair has decided not to renew her contract. She won't be continuing with the brand. So our mid-card Women's Championship currently vacant. Definitely a shame. And also Gabe Kidd, who picked up the National Championship from Cody Rhodes at Alive and Kicking, is holding the belt hostage at the moment, refusing to come back and defend it. So as a result, it seems like the WWE moving forward with changing the national championship to the United States, though it will be vacant, much to Cody Rhodes' displeasure, as he has been campaigning to just be crowned the new United States champion. Tag made to Berto. Berto in the ring now with Garza, and a leaping lariat takes down Dawkins. Good grief. We've also made the executive decision due to Asuka's injury to can the Women's Tag Team Championships. We're really compacting down the amount of championships that we've got at the moment. I think we have a total of 5 or 6. And it works out perfectly for us. There's not going to be any Super Junior Championship either. Tag made now to Montez Ford. So unfortunately, Dragon Lee loses his championship, though he will be compensated at some stage in the future, possibly with a United States or an Intercontinental Championship opportunity. So yeah, some big, possibly jarring changes, but it's all for the sake of a little bit of a soft reboot in Universe mode as we move forward with the series. Irish whip to Montez Ford into the corner, drop kick to one half of the tag team champions, kick to the midsection, Berto being incredibly impressive, managed to get much more of the upper hand, hammerlock suplex, much more of the upper hand than Garza was able to. Ford trying to drag Berto back into his corner so that he can get the upper hand. Oh, and an enziguri! Berto knocking 10 bells of shit out of Montez Ford there with that beautiful enziguri. Tag made to Garza now. Double team. Double shoulder block. Takes down Montez Ford. Oh my days, look at this, look at this. Pedigree position there from Garza, looking for butterfly into the pile driver. Butterfly pile driver. Taking advantage of the war-torn Street Profits. And Garza offering up Montez Ford to Angelo Dawkins, saying, feel free to get your ass in the ring. Oh, and enziguri takes down Dawkins. Went for the dropkick in the corner to Ford, but Ford with a reversal, and here comes Ford with the big right hook. Oh my days, and Garza straight back on the offense. The Street Profits working down. Oh, good grief, spinebuster into the frog splash on Garza. Working down Garza in a quick kick out though, as Garza has had mostly the only bit of offense during his time in this match. Los Garzas being incredibly impressive against the tag champions here tonight. There's a roll-up enziguri. Garza, who went for the super kick. And here comes Ford, unloading with the boxing jabs to the midsection. Look at this now. Garza on the outside of the ring. We're at a count of 5. As Garza launches Montez Ford into the barricade. Ford with the reversal. Garza just went ribs first into the barricade. At a count of 8. Oh, good grief. And now Dawkins was trying to prevent Garza from getting into the ring. Oh my days, and Garza just got counted out. He went to climb up onto the apron and got counted out. The Street Profits with what could be a fluke win there over Los Garzas. A bit of a controversial victory for the Street Profits, and next up we've got a women's division match with 2 new debuts for WWE Universe mode. Tatum Paxley making her debut here tonight. Both of these superstars never been featured in any season of previous Universe mode, whether WWE branded or NWA branded. And Paxley gonna be taking on the ever impressive when it comes to in-ring skill, Sol Ruca. For those that haven't seen Sol Ruca perform in the past, you're in for a treat. Both of these women have been told that with Bianca Belair departing, there's a gap to fill in terms of the WWE mid-card women's division, especially our Women's Intercontinental Championship. It's up for grabs. We need some people that can contend for it. We got a real clash of styles here tonight with Paxley and Ruca. Right off the bat, Paxley going in for the Russian leg sweep, and good grief, stomping away on Sol Ruca. Oh, springboard, and this is where Sol Ruca becomes very, very impressive with the springboards. The springboards and that athleticism. We've seen great athleticism from female superstars in the past, including Bianca Belair, of course Tiffany Stratton. Sol Ruca definitely going to be up there with some of the more impressive in-ring superstars, very flashy moveset. This is probably the perfect match to mention that later on tonight, our main event for the first episode of Universe Mode will have the WWE Women's Championship on the line as new champion Chelsea Green takes on Natalya Neidhart. We saw a resurgence of Natalya's career last season as she moved up to really mentoring a lot of the women backstage, but also teaching some of the younger ones a lesson. She got some pretty big wins last season and was featured quite heavily in the back end of last season. So Nigel McGuinness, the Raw General Manager, is going to be awarding Natalya with a championship match here tonight against Chelsea Green. Championship match should definitely be featured in the main event. I'm sure Chelsea Green is looking forward to having all eyes on her in her first championship defense. Oh my days, and Paxley with Sol Ruca in the corner with the headbutts there. Absolutely brutal, and there's a crossbody in the corner. Some interesting offense there as Tatum Paxley kind of reminded me a little bit of Paige right now. We've not seen Paige in quite some time, but she's got that similar punk energy, and I saw Paige do quite a few headbutts. Sol back in the ring now and straight into Paxley, who hits that gut wrench. We know that in terms of championships as well, it's probably worth mentioning that at some point a little bit later in the season, I don't know really how much later, but I would assume maybe after the first month or so, Nigel McGuinness does have plans to introduce a TV title. We have seen TV titles before in the past, and they work a little bit differently to World Championships, where they're not featured on PLEs. They're mostly featured just on regular shows, and they showcase some of the talent that aren't usually featured in some of our more mainstream rivalries and storylines. Look at this, Ruca now setting up Tatum Paxley. Oh, went for a 450. Holy shit, she was setting up. Good God, she was setting up Paxley for some sort of 450. Was waiting until Paxley was standing, so I'm glad she didn't hit it because it looked like it was going to be brutal. There's an enziguri as Paxley takes down Ruca. Oh, and a big forearm strike as these two are going back and forth, and now Ruca again going to the top turnbuckle. Big elbow drop. Paxley moving out of the way. Oh, Paxley's getting what she called for. Good grief. Fireman carry powerbomb. And a quick kick out from Paxley. Oh, and now these two women going back and forth. Sol Ruca with the overhead open palm strike, and Paxley with a close-fisted strikes. Who's going to turn out to be on top of this back and forth? Good God. Paxley's throwing a right hook there. Look like her life depends on it right now. It's one hell of a big statement to win your debut here in Universe Mode. And look at Ruca's abdomen there. She is all bruised up, and look at these two going back and forth. Good grief. Holy shit, and Ruca got the upper hand. Where is Sol Ruca going? Oh, big clothesline off the top, flattens Paxley. Sol Ruca looking for the Soul Snatcher, but Paxley dodged out of the way. Oh, and an enziguri. Oh my God. And now Paxley going to the top turnbuckle. What is she looking for? 450, but oh my god, Sol moved out of the way of Tatum. Tatum got none of it. This has been insane. And I think Sol Ruca might have bruised her nose there. That was brutal. Look at this. Psycho trap from Paxley. 1, 2. Oh! Oh, look at this. Look at this. Went for the Soul Snatcher again. But Sol Ruca got none of it. Kick to the midsection. Another Enziguri setting up Ruca, but... Oh, and Paxley was chasing after Ruca there. Both of these women covered in bruising right now. This is brutal. Paxley yelling at Ruca to get in the ring. I think Paxley's brimming with adrenaline right now. Oh my god, she's going outside of the ring. Kick to the midsection. Facebuster on the outside. That unforgiving mat. Sol Ruca again now. Setting up Tatum Paxley. Oh, where is she taking her? Into the corner. What does Ruca have planned? I have no idea, but Paxley's going to try her best to stop her big forearm strike. The back and forth here is insane. Oh my god. Holy shit. Sol Ruca has been busted open. We've never seen a woman get busted open in universe mode. Missed the 450 and there's a drop kick. These two women are putting on a clinic right now. This is insane. Look at Ruca with Paxley on her shoulders. Oh, and look at this. Paxley targeting the open wound. Oh, big forearm strike. Ruca gets taken down. Doesn't go all the way down, but down enough. Psycho trap for a second time. 1, 2. Oh my god, and Paxley wins her debut. I cannot believe we just saw Sol Ruca get busted open. Congratulations to Tatum Paxley. What a brilliant match. That might be our standout match for tonight's debut episode of Universe Mode. And we've got more tag team action as the War Raiders make their way down to the ring here tonight. They're looking to cement themselves as the new #1 contenders. They had a fantastic outing last season, back and forth. Performed brilliantly in the tag team bracket of the Crockett Cup. Can they go into this season and move forward as viable contenders for the Street Profits? And tonight, they're going to be taking on holy shit. Tonight is full of surprises as we have the debut in Universe Mode of the Wyatt Sicks. From the sick and twisted imagination of Bray Wyatt, Uncle Howdy leading his cult down to the ring. This sinister stable are looking to change the face of Universe Mode. Eric Rowan, Joe Gacy, Nikki Cross and Dexter Loomis with Uncle Howdy. These Frankenstein-like monsters looking to tear apart our glorious Universe Mode. I don't know what their aim is, I don't know what their goals are, but the War Raiders better be ready. So here we go with Uncle Howdy, Nikki Cross, and Eric Rowan at ringside. We've got Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis going to be taking on Eric and Ivar. This is the first time we're seeing Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis team together. I think, in fact, it's the first time we're even seeing Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis in Universe mode. Roll up there from Eric, but the reversal from Gacy. The interesting thing is, when it comes to the Wyatt Sicks, I'm not even quite certain whether or not they want the championships. I don't know if they're looking to claim the tag team championships. I don't know if Uncle Howdy wants the WWE championship, or if Nikki Cross has any interest in the WWE Women's Championship. I think they just enjoy beating the absolute shit out of people and causing mayhem. Joe Gacy, no stranger to being in a cult. He once led Schism as part of NXT. Though again, never really been present when it comes to Universe mode. Dexter Lumis also had a bit of a troubled past. Uncle Howdy has brought these superstars together. Nikki Cross, once part of another faction herself, again led by Eric Young that time. But since that stable's departure, she just sort of got left on the sidelines. Oh, look at this. Ivar launching Gacy across the ring, and that's no easy feat. Gacy's no small man as he hits the discus lariat on Ivar, completely wiping Ivar out. Oh, look at this, and Lumis getting involved. And of course the Wyatt Sicks not afraid to play a little bit dirty here to get the win. Again though, don't even know if they care about getting the win. It just seems to be a byproduct of being here. Look at that sick and twisted individual, Dexter Lumis, looming over Ivar there. Oh, roll up by Ivar. Roll up seemed to be the only way that the War Raiders can get any kind of advantage over the Wyatt Sicks right now. Good grief, and that's a lot of weight to be distributing. These two back and forth. Holy shit. And a kick out there from Lumis. Went for the super kick, but Ivar moved out of the way. Irish whip now instead. Lumis in the corner and a tag made to Eric. Irish whip in the corner. Referee almost got trapped. Good grief. And off the distraction, Dexter Lumis gets the upper hand. Rowan and Uncle Howdy with some nefarious distraction there to Eric. Irish whip to Gacy, and now tag made back to Ivar. Ivar clearly the man with the most mass in this match, and he's just landed all of it on top of the upper torso of Joe Gacy. Good God. And again, look at this, Uncle Howdy with the distraction. But Eric going to try and take advantage. What's he doing there? Oh, going to get Gacy back into the ring, while Ivar argues with Howdy. It's going to be interesting again to see to what extent Uncle Howdy will go to get the win, or if he just wants to upset whoever challenges the Wyatt Sicks. Oh, big clothesline from Gacy. Oh my God, and stopping Ivar with the Rings of Saturn submission hold on Ivar. Going to try and prevent him from making that tag to Eric, who's watching at ringside right now. Oh, and Eric's going to try and get involved, and he breaks up the submission. Referee, it's of course referee's discretion to keep the War Raiders at bay. Oh my days. Oh, good grief, and Eric just launched Gacy across the ring. Gacy straight back onto Ivar with that Uranagi. Oh, and Gacy got in between the hot tag. And taking advantage, inverted hammerlock, inverted DDT there. Gacy's trying his hardest to prevent Ivar from getting the tag to Eric. Gacy's having a real issue with it though. Look at this. Oh, full Nelson bomb into the Rings of Saturn. Rings of Saturn a second time to a weakened Ivar. Oh, and Gacy lets it go. Ivar too big of a man to be doing that to. Good grief, and he's going straight after Eric. Oh, and a clubbing blow. What is Gacy setting up for? Gacy's been incredibly impressive here tonight. Oh, and a single-legged drop kick. Gacy setting up for a second drop kick, and Gacy wiped himself out with that. Absolutely exhausting himself. Oh, Gacy! Oh, handspring lariat! Takes down Ivar. 1, 2, and the Wyatt Sicks winning their debut here tonight against the War Raiders. Joe Gacy did a lot of the carrying here tonight. Uncle Howdy and the rest of the Wyatts very quick to flood the ring. It's now time for the penultimate match before we hit the main event. And the man that competed at the Alive and Kicking PLE, he was in the Fatal 4-Way ladder match alongside Ethan Page, Penta and Oba Femi. Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura faced Ethan Page one-on-one on NWA Power a few weeks back prior to the Alive and Kicking PLE, and he unfortunately lost, but he said he's got a bit of a what's it called? I don't know what the wording is. I can't think of the phrase. He's got a point to prove. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. Nakamura, though, tonight is going to be taking on Trick Williams. He's got unfinished business with Ethan Page. Trick Williams, also a man with unfinished business with Ethan Page from their NXT days, though that hasn't really crossed over too much into Universe mode. Trick Williams has been on the cusp of entering the main event. He wants an opportunity to face Ethan Page one-on-one for the WWE Championship. Trick Williams has done a lot of training, put on a lot of muscle, got the crowd behind him. He needs to pick up a big win here tonight against Nakamura. The King of Strong Style could be in the last leg of his career, and he's made that very, very clear. He was once a main player of Universe mode, and over the past couple of years he's really struggled, though he's come close. He came very close back at Turn Up the Trouble at dethroning Will Ospreay, the closest anyone had become until Ethan Page cashed in. And Nakamura constantly has amazing in-ring skill, but he's never leveled up to the main event. He's always been teetering in the mid-card to upper mid-card. Trick Williams, more on the rookie side, an up-and-comer, looking to take Nakamura out back and end his career early if possible. It's not personal, it's just business, and unfortunately Nakamura stands in the way of Trick Williams and possible greatness here tonight. Look at this, the young gun, Trick Williams, out of the gate with some ferocious offense against Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh, and Nakamura with the axe kick to the back of the head of Trick Williams. Now going after the midsection with those patented knee strikes. Williams doing everything he can to keep on top of Nakamura. Oh, and Nakamura turns him over there, mounting Williams and hitting him with that forearm strike right on the jaw. Nakamura, a legend of New Japan, former NXT World Champion. He's won a Royal Rumble in the past. But when it comes to Universe mode, he always comes close, but not close enough. Oh, look at this bookend from Trick Williams. And look at that, Trick Williams addressing the camera there. Picking up Nakamura, looking for the trick shot early on in this match to put away Nakamura. 1, 2, oh! Nakamura sending Williams into the corner. Nakamura still reeling from that trick shot. In fact, you can see just above the left eye of Nakamura, a bruise is starting to form from that trick shot. Oh, and Williams straight back to his feet with that brutal forearm strike. Oh, and a second trick shot to Nakamura. 1, 2. And Trick Williams has just put away Shinsuke Nakamura in embarrassing fashion. Trick Williams with a huge win to catapult his career. And it's now time for our main event and the first championship defense of this new season of Universe Mode. Tonight, Chelsea Green puts on the line the WWE Women's Championship. Natalya Neidhart, veteran of the WWE. The women's self-proclaimed locker room leader. Mentor to many of the rookie women. Chelsea Green cashed in the cash-in case. And alive and kicking, just like Ethan Page did. Ethan Page has admitted that Chelsea Green gave her the idea. What in the world is Piper Niven carrying? I've no idea. She's got something. She's got a cramp. I'm not quite sure. But Chelsea Green with the WWE Women's Championship cashed in against Camille Brickhouse. She's now hired Piper Niven as her bodyguard to ensure that Camille doesn't blindside her or attack her, hoping that Piper Niven can provide the right amount of protection for a deserving champion like herself. There it is, the WWE Women's Undisputed Championship. Chelsea Green tonight could make history as being the shortest reigning Universe Mode champion. Can Natalya Neidhart have the honour of doing that, and not only that, but becoming WWE Women's Champion? A feat that she's never been able to actually do. She's never held a Women's Championship in Universe Mode. Will tonight be the night? Chelsea Green, well decorated as being a fantastic performer both in WWE and out of WWE, certainly made a name for herself, and she had a bit of trouble last season progressing. She ended up stealing a win during a triple threat match between herself, Dakota Kai, and Tegan Nox. Dakota Kai hit 2 chiropractors, I believe, on Tegan Nox and then was thrown out of the ring by Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green went for the pinfall and managed to get the win, advancing to the ladder match at Alive and Kicking, where she then won the cash-in case. Superstars like Nia Jax also appeared in that match, and I believe Natalya herself also appeared in that ladder match. These two now trading blows, middle of the ring, and Piper trying to throw a weapon into the ring. That would get Chelsea Green disqualified, but championship advantage, she would keep her championship belt. Look at this. Big chop there from Natalya and a chop back from Green. Oh my god, Natalya said bring it! And Chelsea Green hit her with a super kick, followed by that knee strike. That was brutal, and it looks like Natalya's been busted open. The women are really bringing it here tonight. The Crimson Mass on the face of Natalya as she takes down Chelsea Green. Oh my days, and she's just launched Chelsea Green over the top rope to the outside of the ring. Chelsea Green's taking advantage of the fact that Natalya's struggling to see at the moment with all that blood on her face. It was that running knee strike that seemed to do the damage, either that or the super kick. It's hard to really tell, maybe a combination of the two, but Natalya is busted open brutally. Piper looking very, very proud of Chelsea Green. At the moment, it's looking like Chelsea Green might not even need the protection from Piper Niven, as she's able to handle things on her own, dodging out of the way of the attacks from Natalya. There's a super kick into the German suplex, bridges it, going for the pinfall. 1, 2. Oh, and a kick out from Natalya. Look at this. Natalya looking for the sharpshooter on Green. Chelsea Green struggling right now. Oh my god! And Natalya's just made her tap! Fucking hell! Natalya has just beaten Chelsea Green for the WWE Women's Championship. Holy shit!